It was a surprise visit President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. had little time to prepare for, but when his Ukrainian counterpart showed up to pay his respects earlier today, the little time they had was spent productively on bilateral talks over shared concerns. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelenskyy hailed the president's stirring speech in Singapore and his layout of the country's search for peace while seeking resolution to its rightful territorial claims in the West Philippine Sea. He also sought the president's help for the healthcare assistance and vowed to set up an embassy in the country this year, as our Alan Francisco reports.
Ever since President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelenskyy could only talk to each other by way of mobile phones, today they met in person when the latter paid a surprise visit and courtesy call in Malacanang.
We are very happy to welcome you, President Zelenskyy, to the Philippines, and I'm very happy that despite what I know is a very tight travel schedule, for both of us, we were unable to find the time while we were both in Singapore.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Your team, we are very happy to be first time in the Philippines. I'm sure not last.
In the bilateral meeting between President Marcos and President Zelenskyy, they discussed further strengthening the diplomatic ties between the Philippines and Ukraine that has been in place for more than 3 decades. The Ukrainian president also thanked President Marcos for the Philippine support for his country.
And we are very thankful to be in your country and which supports Ukraine, our territorial integrity and sovereignty. Thank you so much for your big word and clear position about us, about this Russian occupation of our territories, and thank you on your support on the in your nations with your resolutions.
Zelenskyy also expressed relief and gladness for President Marcos, sharing his instance on issues affecting European countries.
Mr. President, I'm happy to hear today from you that you participate our peace steps to the peace, the real thing, what really want our people just to bring peace to our homes.
The Presidential Communications Office confirmed the Philippines' participation in the Peace Summit in Switzerland this month.
I said that for us it's very important him to come. He said he will come and he will participate in the summit. This great, strong signal.
The Ukrainian government plans to open their embassy in Manila this year, which, according to President Marcos, will mean continued assistance from the Philippines to Ukraine.
I know that the crisis in your country has occupied all of your attention and all of your time, and it is a great pleasure to meet with you, to discuss some of the issues that are common to our two countries, and hopefully find ways forward for both of us together.
President Marcos also vowed the country will unwaveringly uphold the international rules-based order and peace. Zelenskyy also requested the president to send Filipino mental health workers to Ukraine to help in treating wounded civilians and soldiers in the midst of Russia's armed attacks on the country. He proudly touted how the Philippines is known for providing high-quality health care as part of the country's commitment to the United Nations. President Marcos promised that the Philippines would help the civilians and innocent people affected by the war.
We spoke about the humanitarian aid, and of course we are ready using our knowledge during this tragedy, during this period, using our experience. We can share with the Philippines digitalization of our country.
Alan Francisco from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.